Congressman Bob Good here with your weekly Good News from Washington. It was a privilege this week to welcome the Israeli President Herzog to address a joint session of Congress and just to reaffirm together the support and commitment we have to one another, Israel being one of our most important allies and the only true democracy in the Middle East, and it was significant to have Congress express our full support for that relationship. This week, in terms of legislation on the floor, we passed our Schools Not Shelters Act, which would prohibit the Biden administration from housing illegal aliens in our schools across the country, which is compromising the safety and security of the children in our schools, which should be our first priority. We have also passed on the House floor the Federal Aviation Authorization Act, or to reauthorize the FAA, and I actually voted against that. And I voted against it because the Republican majority failed to eliminate diversity, equity, inclusion provisions there, to eliminate climate provisions there, also to reinstate pilots who had been fired for getting or for not getting the COVID vaccine, and also it didn't require FAA employees to return to in-person work, and I thought those were important amendments. Plus it grows our spending and it doesn't cut spending as we need to across the board to ultimately get on a path to balancing our budget. I did introduce a new bill of my own, the Trucking Workforce Improvement Act, which would repeal Biden's recent rule that's requiring truckers across the country to get a new, very expensive type of license that requires weeks of class and thousands of dollars, and it makes it much more difficult for individuals to get a trucking license and for our businesses to fill their open positions that they need for truckers across the country. Finally, we are in the battle on the appropriations and the spending bills, and I just want you to know that my House Freedom Caucus colleagues and I are committed to cutting our spending, to putting us on a path to fiscal responsibility, and to implementing policies in our spending that undo the radical Biden agenda, the harm that's been done over the last 2 years. Thank you for the privilege of representing you here in Washington. Reach out to my office so we can help you with anything. Thank you.